Talk to you about the shame game and the law of church with open rebuke. I served in the church, as you guys know, and I'm coming to you from that standpoint of 28, 29 years. And basically, what I experienced there was a lot of shame, a lot of shaming, not me being ashamed, but shaming. And what I mean by that is there was never an opportunity for you to be taken to the side and spoken to, because they use the rule open rebuke is good for the soul. Where that is in the Bible, I'll never know. But when the Bible talks about open rebuke, it's in a chronicle where it talks about the awareness and the openness of Christ. Has nothing to do with getting in front of a bunch of people and being embarrassed and having to say sorry to them for something you did in your life, like you embarrassed them. And shaming is a real thing in the church. It's a real thing in the church because they will use something that you've done, or maybe even something that you're wearing, and say, oh, what are you wearing that for? And will say it loudly in front of people to get a response. And it's a collective shaming. It's nothing that has to do with asking you, and even inquiring about what you wear. And I'll give you an example. As everyone can see or know, I am, large. I'm busted. I have a lot of bust, right? So at the time, the colors at the church were pink and something else. It was a themed color. And so I bought a sweater. I love, sweaters. And I can't do anything about my body. It is what it is. I can only be, so much covered up, right? And so I had the sweater on, and I thought I was appropriate, and I was, but my chest was too large. So I was yelled at by a male leader, why are you wearing that? And I was like, it's the colors. And I was so embarrassed, completely embarrassed. And I literally threw the sweater away. And why am I saying this about shaming? There is so much shaming in the church. They use that as a collective so everybody can see, look at me as the leader. I'm telling you what to do. And if you guys try to do what she did, you better look out because you're going to get the same treatment. So that's shaming. That's not you carrying around shame as to who you are. But there's so much shaming. Hi, AJ. How are you? Thank you all for stopping by. But there's so much shaming in the church and in religion that it's harmful to your self-esteem. It's harmful to your self-worth because you don't think you are worth anything. You don't think you are worth anything at all. So if you guys are popping in, my name is Edna White. I am the host of this channel, and I am talking about shaming in the church. I'm talking about religion, my own experience of what goes on, and I'm sure it goes on now, and even with my clients that talk about the shaming that went on, they talk about that. So with shaming in a collective forum, what it does to you is, first, it makes you question yourself, number one. Second, it makes you feel lower than a snake on the ground. Third, it may even traumatize you or bring you back to where your trauma was. So, hi everyone. I'm saying hi to everyone. I don't know what that is right there. Oh, the name is Chicken Nugget. Anyway, so and hi there. Thank you, Haley, for loving my name. But anyway, it lowers your self-esteem. It lowers your whole your self-esteem. And so now for me, wearing I was not sure of what I should wear, what I shouldn't wear, and I became super conscious of my body, super embarrassed about my body, super embarrassed of what God gave me. Some leader said that's not supposed to be. So it damaged me. It further traumatized me. Okay, further traumatized me. Big bugs are like flying on you and stuff. But shaming in a group, telling you what to wear, how to wear it, how to do your hair, how to do your nails, how to do all those things. Listen, please like this video. I need your help on that. Send me some thumbs up. Put it up there. Come on, do that for me. While I'm saying hello to you, Chicken Nugget, you need to do something for me. Come on, hit the like button. Anyway, so what it does to you is really knocks you down. It really knocks you down. And I know that I felt so very defeated. Thank you, whoever that is. I can't really see it. El Platano? No, might be missing it. Okay, thank you so much. But I felt so defeated, and I didn't feel pretty. I felt less than. And when you're in the group of people, the tribe that you're in is supposed to lift you up. It's supposed to make you feel better, do better, act better, move better, all of that. It's supposed to be, that it's supposed to be that for you. But religious shaming, religious laws, especially around how you could wear your hair, how you could wear your clothes, how you anything that has to do with your outer appearance, how you should be looking. It's defying the law of God made you in his image, right? It's defying that law. So if they're telling you, no, you can't wear this, you can't wear that, and mostly they tell women that. They don't tell men that. But women, you can't wear this, you can't wear that. Or they'll tell guys, you can't wear your hair long, you gotta wear it short, you gotta do all these things. If they're controlling all of that, then they're controlling what God has made you. So that takes away from who you are. So when you question, it gives you a phobia, like a body phobia, like a worry, like all the time. Do I look right? Am I dressed right? Am I good enough? So it makes you question all of who you are, your very being, because a leader who's sitting in front of you is telling you, you can't wear this, you have to cut your hair, you have to wear your hair long, you have to wear this there, you got to do that. And they're doing all of that, and it's not godly, because if you were made in God's image, why are they remaking you? Think about that. All those questions come into play when it comes to religion. And I'm not even going to lean on the part where it says, where they say, come as you are. That has nothing to do, all of that has nothing to do with your being. It has to do with your consciousness. Come as you are. Come from the place that you are in your mindset. And then you can kind of change that around, but be aware that you're thinking this, be aware you're doing that, but that's another subject. We're talking about wearing clothes, how you can wear clothes, how you should wear clothes, how you should cut your hair, what earrings you should wear, especially girls. You shouldn't wear earrings, you shouldn't wear this, shouldn't do that. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and can'ts. When any entity tells you what you shouldn't do, they're not speaking as God. because God said He made you, your very beauty, the very beauty that you are, right? The very beauty that you are, as in an image of Him. So yeah, you were not even gonna get on Jesus. That's a whole nother topic. Thank you so much, though, Jordan. That's not even gonna be. Yeah, that's another topic altogether. So I'm just talking on religion, and because the God is usually the Godhead of it, or every religion, so it covers everything. But they're changing how you are. They're changing who you are, and what you are. So people may challenge the fact that they are leaders and they can tell you what to do. They may challenge that, and that's all well and good. But I know one thing about all of this: if we actually are open enough, really open enough to learn more, to educate ourselves more, to travel more, because even serving in a religion, you're constrained to one thing, one area, and one place. So you don't get to, you don't get to experience everyone, and that's a shame. But shaming you about what you wear and how you cut your hair and what all of that, you're just controlling who you are, because that's you. That's really you. Everything that you wearing what you want to wear is you. It's your style. So you're trying to take away something that was God given. So shaming you about anything. Well, we're talking. I'm not going to say that. Shaming you about even with me wearing these sunglasses, possibly just shaming me. We shouldn't be wearing those, and telling me that what I shouldn't do and what I can't do. Is a limitation that even binds our mind to not be able to think higher than we are. So, say if we are in a religion, right, and we're getting all these downloads from them about what we can't wear and what we could wear, we are limited on how we should obtain blessings. So if we have a financial condition, right, condition that nothing's working out, or maybe that our finances are low, and we have that condition, we're living in that place of lack. Do you know that them telling you what you can't wear, what you can wear, is furthering that limitation? Because God doesn't want you to be limited. He's amazing. He's big. He's in all of us, and He's in us. He's around us. He's omniscient, and we think of it as one place. That's where we're going to get the blessing at, as one place, and we're not. Yes, Steve, not just Santa Claus. And I don't know what you mean by Juneteenth monkey, but whatever. Even that is small thinking. Doing things and saying things like that is small thinking. And, if you don't like what's on the page, keep it moving, Steve. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Don't let me upset you. Because I'm sure you're not going to let me, I'm not going to let you upset me, so don't worry about it. Anyway, as I was saying, the shaming, and open rebuke is the most awful thing that could ever happen to a human being. And I could tell you that, there's so many errors and so many different people in this world and ages, we can't pin down what you should and shouldn't wear. So I just want you to look at this and maybe go through the week and think about this and consider this. Consider thinking higher than where you are right now. Consider if someone's telling you what to do and what not to do, no, should do and what you can't do. Consider that what if you did, what would happen? And then who are you really, and ask the question to yourself, who are you really serving? So that's what I would say to you, is who are you really serving? And are you serving religion or are you serving God? Because God really isn't about all that stuff. So, yeah, everyone that's talking about holidays, we'll talk about that another time. But if you have any questions, I know this is a beautiful day today. I think it's going to be, this is the hottest day in New York anyway. For the remainder of the week, it's going to kind of cool down, but it's great. So in my experience with the shaming, it was a lot to come back from that, a lot to come back from. And the way that they shame, men don't get the same shaming as women do. And if it's not equal, then it's not God. That's just simply as that. It's something you made up. Angry men and angry women hurt men and women make up these things or interpret words that they see on a page in a way that they're in pain. It has nothing to do with any of us, because our journeys, all of our journeys are separate and all singular. So I may not come the same way you came, and you may not come the same way that I came, but you became aware and you opened your consciousness. That's all that matters, is your consciousness awakens. Awakens because it was awake before. I'm sure it was awake when you were young. I'm sure it was awake when you were 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then all of a sudden when you got 10, all these things started, rules and regulations started happening, and then people started being bullies and all of that stuff compounded. Go back to that young mindset that you could do anything and you could be anything and you can go anywhere and you could have anything. Go back to that. And maybe orchestrate that in your language, and being nicer to people and nicer to yourself, because when you're putting out negative energy, that kills you, doesn't kill anyone else. So the shaming from the side of the person doing the shaming is really hurt and full of negative energy that doesn't help either party or anyone that he or she is leading. You have to lead in a place of love. You have to speak in a place of love. You have to act in a place of love. A lot of people that talk out of turn, not out of turn, but out of talk against or hate, is usually they're pretty ignorant, and they're choosing to be ignorant. So it's not like there's a book here. There's no reason in this entire world now, because we have internet, that we should be ignorant about anything, But when we choose certain things to pick at other people about, it's because we choose to be ignorant, and we're like a kid that's in pain, so I'm going to make everybody else be in pain. Sort of like you, Steve. You pay attention. You don't pay attention to those things because, that's just the shame that everybody's, that person is feeling. It's the shame, the pain, and they're acting out like little kids. However, I got off the beaten track. I just wanted to address all these beautiful people on here that are positive. Anyone that says anything like that's nasty or rude, there's say it to your mama. But you know, it's just a time for us just to be so good to each other, and we're not. People are just mean. No more shaming. Don't be a bully, because that's what it is. You're being a bully. Don't be a bully. Be someone that blesses other people. So I'll talk to you later. Hey there. Let me see who is that. Let me say who is that. I can't see it. Let me see. Oh, Pam. Hey, Pam. And who is this? Oh, Pro Se Impray. Hello. Hello, Dooney. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I think I'm going to get off now because nobody's asking me any questions. They're saying hi. But it's nice weather. It's so nice. The wind is blowing. I'm down by the river, so it's really nice. Yeah. It's so really nice. All right. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you so much, young boy. Thank you so much. I don't know if you would, but I appreciate you anyway. Thank you. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy the day. Bye for now.